I just want to talk for a second. Maybe it'll turn into a rant, maybe it won't, but I really want to talk about body image issues. I want to talk about my body, what my body's been going through recently, and I just wanted to let you guys know that, like, even as someone who is very into fitness, who is super into the fitness world, that I'm not perfect with my body, that I have a lot of work to do, and that the gay community, how do I say this nicely? Oh wait, I don't, because the gay community is gonna bully you. We preach about being accepting, tolerant, loving, all-inclusive, this wonderful, big, happy family. But as soon as your shirt comes off, that family goes out the window and everyone is judging you. And I think it's fucked up, it's stupid, it's bullshit, and let me tell you a little bit about why. So look at my body, judge my body, go ahead, leave comments about how fat I am, leave comments about how you think that I need a personal trainer even though I am a certified personal trainer. Say whatever you want about me, because I really don't care, because I'm in a good place with my body. Why? I may not have a cut six-pack. I may not have the biggest chest because my genetics don't let me grow a chest super fast. I may not have the biggest arms. I may be sunburned right now because I went out on a lake all weekend, and all of that is good with me. Why? Because right now I am in prime condition to build my body to where I want it. Now, my body's been through a lot in the last 5 months, or really the last like 7, 8. Back in March, I had a back injury. And when I had that back injury, I had to stop exercising because I could barely get out of bed. I could barely move. I weighed 157 pounds, the most I've ever weighed, the thickest I've ever been. My muscles were just ridiculous. I was doing really well for my body type. I'm 5'7", so I'm a pretty small guy already. And so weighing in at 157, I was in a good place. Hurt my back, dropped about 10 pounds just from not being able to exercise anymore as my muscles kind of went down, and I traded off a little bit for fat. I started getting ready for a role in a movie. In that movie, my character is frail, he's a little bit thinner, he's scraggly, and what I decided to do was lose weight for the role. And so what I did was I started doing heavy cardio. I did not go back to exercising or weightlifting. I did not go back on the bulking phase that I was on. And so what I did was I dropped weight. I dropped a lot of weight. I dropped so much weight that by the end of film week, I weighed 132 pounds. Someone with very little body fat. I dropped 25 pounds over the course of 5 months, most of which was muscle. So just kind of let that sink in for just a second. So my body went through a big transition there. Big, huge change. And what was left, this is the end result. This is a month after filming pretty much. And I'm pretty happy with where I am. If you look at my body, then I am very lean. I am very thin. I don't have a whole lot of body fat on me, but I also don't have as much muscle as I would like to have. If you look, you can usually see like my bicep vein creeping out, or like the veins on my arms. I am a pretty vascular dude, and that just comes from, one, genetics can help with that, but two, also just having a low body fat percentage. You don't have as much padding on there, and so it's just the muscles, the veins, and that's how it works. So a lot of people like to comment on how vascular I am, and a lot of my normal friends, my straight friends usually, like to tell me how skinny I am, like to tell me how thin I am. They like to tell me that I shouldn't be worried about my body, that I shouldn't be shaming myself for the way that I look, and it's really difficult because a lot of them don't understand how cutthroat the gay community is. You can be like me, you can be at a low body fat percentage, you can be proud to stand on camera and be like, yep, this is how I look. But in the gay community, because I am so little, but I still have this belly fat that likes to hang around. My chest is small because genetically I don't grow a big chest. My legs are where a lot of my weight likes to go. A lot of my muscle likes to build on my legs. It's super easy for me. And my arms like to build up a little bit faster. And that's just how my body grows, because genetically I wasn't gifted with a good chest or good abs. I was gifted with arms and legs. That's just that. And the superficial muscles that everybody likes to harp on and bitch about and post pictures of on Instagram, they're the hardest to maintain. That picture that they took is not what they look like every day. If you look right now, I am standing here. I'm not flexing. I'm not standing up tall. I'm not posing for you guys as most people do on the internet. Now, if you look at just about anyone, myself included, when they post a shirtless pic, a lot of times it's going to be post-workout or before they actually eat. If you look at my stomach, it's a little distended because I just had chicken and rice, because Poppy needs food. I like to eat. I like to live. And you know what happens when you live? You eat food and survive. But a lot of these guys, when they're posting pictures, you're not going to eat a big meal and then post a picture of your stomach. You just don't do it. If you're going to post a picture, you're going to roll your shoulders back, you're going to stand up tall, you're going to flex, you're going to look big, you're going to look proud, right? And of course, obviously you look better if you're squeezing it all in, you're sucking it in, you're pulling those shoulders back, and you're just flexing in general. But if you just let it go, automatically you look smaller. That's just posing, okay? And so many people like to compare themselves to what they see on Instagram, and what you see on Instagram is posing, right? It's just like when you see a model in a magazine, or even a lot of Instagram models, they will be airbrushed, they will be photoshopped, they will have makeup, they will have everything that you can think of for this picture. People are gonna do what they need to do to get those likes, to get those comments, to get that following base. And what the gay community likes to do is that we like to epitomize these people. We like to look at these guys that did this one photo shoot of shirtless pictures when they looked absolutely prime, perfect, and good, and they'll post them over time, and they look fantastic. They look great, and I am very proud of those guys for the way that they got their body. But the people in the gay community like to be like, that's what you need to look like all the time. Yep. And if you don't look like that, I don't want to talk to you. Because the gay community is a bunch of pretentious assholes. I get so mad if I gain a pound, if I put on a little bit of fat, if I have a cheat day, or I stop going to the gym for a week, people notice. People look at that. The gay community is going to look at that, and they're going to let you know what they think about that, whether you ask for it or not, because they're fucking rude. And so I just want you guys to know, you younger guys especially, you older guys as well, it's okay to not have a six-pack. It's okay to not have a beautiful chest. It's okay to not have huge arms or traps or shoulders or whatever it is that you wish that you had. You see these guys on Instagram. It's Instagram. It's fake. They don't look like that all the time. I'm friends with a ton of bodybuilders now. They are some of my best friends. They treat me better than anyone has ever treated me. And you'd think people who are focused on physical aesthetic and eating clean and eating good and working out would judge you a little harder because they judge themselves harder. And it's not true. Because what I've realized is most of them have been through the same kind of shit that I have, and the reason that they're in it is to prove something to themselves, that they can be where they want to be. And all they do, they are the most encouraging, inclusive, and accepting people that I've ever been around, because all they want is for you to succeed. All they want is for you to look your best and be happy with your body, and no matter what you look like, they're going to tell you that you look great, and they might give you a little advice on how to look better. Because I look like this, and I go around dudes who are like 5'11" and weigh 232 pounds of just pure muscle, cut as can be, and they still tell me that I look incredible. And I'm like, compared to them, I look like a chump. I look fat. I look crazy, out of shape, you know? I'm completely out of shape compared to them. But in their minds, I'm just at the beginning of my journey. And that is what I wanted to share, is that don't let the gay community bully you into thinking that you're overweight, into thinking that you're fat, into thinking that you need to go to the gym all the time. Screw that, screw them. If you're satisfied with the way your body looks or satisfied with your progress, that's fine. If you want to make more progress, reach out. Don't be afraid. I have a coach right now, and he's absolutely incredible. He's one of my best friends. I love the guy to death. And all he wants is to see me succeed in my journey in fitness. And I've been working towards this for a long time, but I've had a lot of issues come up along the way. Getting fit is not easy. It's not fast, there's no shortcuts, and your genetics will get in the way, as well as your own personal life, your normal crap, everything that you do. Most of us have a lot going on, and we can't just focus on our bodies all the time. So what I want you to do is know that when the gay community does come for your body because you post a shirtless picture, or because you post a shirtless video, or they say that you're making a video shirtless just for views, as I'm sure people will do about this one, brush that shit off, because honestly, the ones that are concerned with how you look, the ones that are concerned with the fact that you made a shirtless video, are just ashamed of themselves. They're upset with their own not making progress. They don't want the best for you, and they're irrelevant as fuck. Don't go into the gay community believing that they are going to give you all of the best values and guidelines, because let's face it, gay men value a six-pack. Gay men value a muscular back. Gay men value big biceps, an overall generally muscular body. We epitomize that shit. It's stupid, but we do. As a culture, it's what we do. Look at any pride parade, look at all the floats, and what do you see on them? Dancing skinny boys. I would love to see us move into a culture where we care about more than just our bodies, and actually about a person's personality and treating others decently, and being that accepting, involved, and loving community that we like to pretend that we are. So, I know some of you guys are like that. Some of you guys are already on the right track and on the right page, and I love every single one of you for it. So there's my journey. There's what I've been through. I was big, I was little, and I'm working on getting big again. And all because I'm at different points in my life. Different things going on. And this is coming from someone who has spent every day in a gym for the past like 3 years. And I've had ups and I've had downs. I've had points where I had mental blocks that prevented me from growing. If you don't want to be in the gym, you're not going to see progress. You're just not. That's just, your body will not cooperate if your mind is not cooperating. So get yourself in order, figure out what you want, and everything will be okay. There's my video about body image issues and my body and my journey, and hopefully you can relate a little bit. Love you guys. So, peace.